Hello and welcome to another episode with me, Francis Peck, my World of Coffee sub-series where I celebrate this event that in its 2026 edition is going on in Geneva. Now, due to, let's say, family priorities, I was not able to join, so I will have to actually reminisce on the one from last year, and there was still a lot of the gadgets that I got that I still didn't have a chance of fully exploring. One of them being here, this hoop coffee brewer. So that's what we have for the brewer to try out, and then of course we should also, well, let's just dig into this. There we go. I guess this way we can close that up. There's some Aeropress lookalike, let's say, thingy going on here. And then how does this actually work? The flow tower. So I guess this is the flow tower. Fluid brew filters. Alright, so that's one. So how do you make this work? Put the paper filter inside the outer loop. Inside of the outer loop. Wet the paper filter, then put the hook on a cup. I guess you can get this out like this. Alright, there we go. Then let's get... So I have to do a shout out also to my Lisa, who actually gave this to me. She already had so many gadgets. She was like, okay, you want to try that out? Be my guest. So this is thanks to her. And then next to my list, of course, there's M&M, who actually gave me this fabulous t-shirts. They really know how to look at my soul and give me something very appropriate. And coincidence has it that this year I, let's say, rekindled my love for the mocha pots. So it's conveniently time-wise. Alright, so I still have no clue. Do they really mean like this? That you just put the paper filter inside the outer loop? Okay, I guess this is that. I guess this is it, yes. So you just have a filter, and then you just, I guess, like that, wet the paper filter, then put hoop on a cup. Alright, let's just get this. This is the famous Nutella jar. Which I imagine is quite heat resistant when you need to do some cleaning. I mean, I say famous because I use this to determine the density on my coffee beans. Okay, so then you can wet this like this. Then put hoop on a cup. Okay, there we go. And then, final thing, of course, we also want to have some coffee. And then we should be able to grind some coffee to be able to drink it. Now, where did I put my Easy Presso? I might just have to go and run for that one. Now, I got this from White Away Coffee and I was participating in the Aeropress competition almost 2 years ago now. So this is the fun thing with these conferences. You get all these things home and then you need to find a moment to actually enjoy them. Let's see how this smells after almost 2 years. Very fruity, very, you know, okay, starfruit, mango, pineapple, cherry. Yeah, I can see how we're going in that direction. Okay, this is great. So I'll just find my Easy Presso grinder, then I'll give this a quick grind and we'll be able to taste the coffee. Okay, so we're back here. We did the grind. I went for 15 grams, So actually it conveniently shows one side, preparing that paper filter, the other side adding your grounds, and then pour boiling water in the outer loop, and then just let it pass through. So it doesn't really say or recommend a quantity. Yeah, I must say this coffee from Wide Awake still smelling very fresh and interesting. So let's see what that gives. So I went for 15 grams. So let's go for, let's do maybe, of course I cannot pass the capacity of my glass, which should be 250, and that is actually the exact amount, to give us that nice 60 grams per liter. So I guess we'll be testing on the one side my theory about this Nutella jar being able to contain 250 milliliters, because that's what I actually use for my density. Usually I get a density around it can be actually 90 grams if the coffee is roasted. It can go down to 88 for a low growing Arabica. So let's not pass this to 50. Okay, so here we have 250. So it's already 1 minute 16 passing through. Let's get a shot from the other side. And yes, as we're reminiscing about last year when I got this hoop brewer, I also got these cups here, the eatable cups, but something was already eating my cup during the year that I was not doing anything with it. So I guess I would not recommend trying this out. I still have an eatable espresso cup if you want to come by in my coffee laboratory here and experiment on coffee together with me. Actually, let's now look into the future. So now, last year it was Copenhagen, where I got all these nice things. This year is Geneva, where unfortunately I'm not able to participate. Next year, World of Coffee coming to Brussels. Alright, this can go up. Coming to Brussels. I just saw this morning. I was checking out the program of World of Coffee Geneva, hoping to catch a stream somewhere. And then I saw that announcement, so I was really exhilarated. I really hope I can play a role. So first of all, I would say, okay, that's in Brussels, I'm here in Bruges, but anyone having a ticket for World of Coffee 2026 is welcome to come here and get a free coffee and just enjoy some coffee chat together with me here in Bruges. Because why wouldn't you visit Bruges when you're, already in Brussels? It's a 1 hour train ride. That's really nothing. And I do that 3 or sometimes 4 days a week to go to my main job, which is as a coffee scientist at Mai's Botanic Garden, which is actually just a few kilometers from the venue. So, I will do my utmost best to try and see if we can organize something for some visitors coming over to the garden and seeing our coffee trees growing there. Mainly Robustas, of course, that's the focus of our research, but trying to find Robustas with better flavors. We also have Arabicas growing. Actually, those are the ones that we're more easily able to get fruit from here, as it's self-pollinating. So that would just be, I would say, very exciting. So we're almost, we're almost now at 4 minutes, and the water is now just, I guess, sitting out there. So let's give it still a few seconds, and then, well, I guess we'll just have a taste of how this brew is like. I don't really know if it's a concept that you're not using all the water. That would be a little bit wasteful, but who knows? It might be part of the concept. Or I just went too fine with my grind. So I'll do my best in not getting burned, which will be already quite a big challenge, as this is not a very smart thing for me to do. I'll just spare to risk. Oh God, how does this whole thing work now? It's okay, getting kind of fixed. Okay, so it's maybe I pulled a vacuum or something. Maybe that's the reason. But we're already at 5 minutes, so okay, let's just carefully get this into my mobile washing station here, that I need to have this kind of coffee shop operational. And let's see if I can pick up so it's in Ethiopia, carbonic maceration. Sounds very interesting. Store fruit, mango, pineapple and cherry. Okay, wow. Am I drinking coffee or a fruit juice? A hot fruit juice? I wouldn't be able to tell. This is just exploding with flavor. So, way to go, wide awake. And you know, almost 2 years after roasting. It's not mentioning the roast date, but this was just a sample for people participating in that AeroPress championship. So there you go. We covered a lot. We covered 3 years. Last year, fun things. You know, you always are able to get fun things. Oh, see what this is? This is the espresso Lance Hedrick made for me. You know, it's a souvenir. That's why it's in the back. You know, and getting all this, you know, I got all this cleaning stuff. That was a fun moment. Using the Italian people selling cleaning products for espresso machines. A lot of things here, and then I had the eatable. And you can see, you know, really degrading well over any year. It's just standing in a corner in our house, and then the hoop. You know, I mean. It's the first time experimenting. There might have been a vacuum issue going on. Or whatever. This is a tasty cup of specialty light roast coffee. So that was last year. Everybody now at World of Coffee, have a great time. Hope to see you next year in Brussels for World of Coffee 2026. And pass here in Bruges to visit my coffee lab. Have a free coffee with me. Or see you in the garden, my botanic garden, to see our coffee plants and research, and talk about how we are tracing coffees and their origins to help with the European Union deforestation regulation. That was a lot of information, but thanks for sticking to the end, and hope to see you on the next video.